Mother,
Yes.
come in, please. Have a seat.
I thought I might have had the wrong day if you didn't answer the door.
Yes, but just between us, I was listening to a transistor radio. Look at how tiny they're making them now. I confiscated it from one of the students, and now I can't stop using it.
You like music?
Not really. News reports. Years ago, I used to listen to all the news reports because my husband was in the war. When I came into possession of this little radio, I found myself doing it again, though there is no war. The voices have changed.
You were a married woman?
Yes, but then he was killed. Is your husband coming?
He couldn't get off work.
I see, of course. It was a lot to ask.
How's Donald doing?
He's passing his subjects. He has average grades.
Good. He was upset about being taken off the altar boys.
Did he explain why?
He said he was caught drinking wine.
That is the reason.
Well, that seems fair. But he's a good boy, sister. He fell down there, but he's a good boy pretty much down the line. And he knows what an opportunity he has here. I think the whole thing was just a bit much for him.
What do you mean the whole thing?
He's the only colored here, first in the school. That'd be a lot for a boy.
I suppose it is, but he has to do the work, of course.
But he is doing it though, right?
He's getting by, he's getting through. How is he at home?
His father beat the hell out of him over that line.
Oh, he shouldn't do that.
You don't tell my husband what to do. You just stand back. He didn't want Donald to come here.
Why not?
Thought he'd have trouble with the other boys. But that hasn't happened as far as I can make out.
Good.
That priest, Father Flynn's been watching out for him.
Yes. Have you met Father Flynn?
Not exactly, no. But I've seen him on the altar. But I haven't met him face to face, no. Just, heard from Donald.
What does he say?
You know, Father Flynn, Father Flynn. He looks up to him. The man gives him his time, which is what the boy needs. He needs that.
Mrs. Muller, we may have a problem.
Well, I thought you might have had a reason for asking me to come in. But I just want to say, though, it's just till June.
Excuse me?
Donald just has to make it here till June. Then he's off into high school.
Right.
If Donald can graduate from here, he has a better chance of getting into a good high school. And that would mean an opportunity for college. I believe he has the intelligence, and he wants it too.
Well, I don't see anything this time standing in the way of his graduating with his class.
Well, that's all I care about. Anything else is all right with me.
I got that.
Try me.
I'm concerned about the relationships between Father Flynn and your son.
Concerned? What do you mean concerned?
That it may not be right.
Well, there's something wrong with everyone. Isn't that so? We've got to be forgiven.
I'm concerned, to be frank, that Father Flynn may have made advances on your son.
May have made?
I can't be certain.
No evidence?
No,
And maybe there's nothing to it.
I think there is something to it.
Well, I prefer not to see it that way, if you don't mind.
I can understand that this is hard to hear. I think Father Flynn gave Donald that altar wine.
Why would he do that?
Has Donald been acting strangely?
No.
Nothing out of the ordinary.
He's been Look, sister, I don't want any trouble, and it seems like you're on the march somehow.
I'm not sure you completely understand.
I think I understand the kind of thing you're talking about, but I'd rather not get into it.
What's that?
Not to be disagreeing with you, but if we're talking about something floating around between this priest and my son, that's not my son's fault.
I'm not suggesting it is.
He's just a boy.
I know.
12 years old. If somebody should carry the blame, it should be the man, not the boy.
I agree with you completely.
You're agreeing with me, but I'm sitting in the principal's office talking about my son. Why isn't the priest in the principal's office, if you know what I'm saying, and you'll excuse my bringing it up?
You're here because I'm concerned about Donald's welfare.
Do you think I'm not?
Of course you are.
Let me ask you something. Do you honestly think that priest gave Donald that wine to drink?
Yes, I do.
Then why did my son get taken off the altar if it was the man that gave it to him?
The boy got caught. The man didn't.
Why didn't the priest get kicked off the priesthood?
He's a grown man, educated, and he knows what's at stake. It's not so easy to pin someone like that down.
So, you give my son the whole blame.
I think you're getting upset, Mrs. Miller. Perhaps you should let me talk.
Do you know why that is? That's because that's the way things are. You're just finding out about it. Sister, you're not going to go against the man in the robe and win. He's got the position.
And he's got your son.
Let him have him then.
What?
It's just till June.
Do you know what you're saying?
Know more about it than you.
I believe that this man is creating or has already brought about an improper relationship with your son.
I don't know.
I know I'm right.
Why you need to know something like that for sure if you don't? Sister, you've got some kind of righteous cause going on with this priest. And now you want to drag my boy into it. My son doesn't need additional difficulties. Let him take the good and leave the rest when he leaves here in June. He knows how to do that. I taught him how to do that.
What kind of a mother are you?
Excuse me? But you don't know enough about life to say a thing like that, sister?
I know enough.
You know the rules, maybe, but that don't cover it all.
I know what I won't accept.
You accept what you've got to accept. That's the truth I know, and you work with it. Excuse me for being so sharp, but you're in here, in this room.
And this man is in my school.
Well, he's got to be somewhere.
He's out.
Maybe he's doing some good. Did you ever think of that?
He is after the boys.
Well, maybe some of those boys want to get caught. Maybe what you don't know, maybe is my son is like that. That's why his father beat him up. Not the why. He beat Donald for being what he is.
What are you telling me?
I'm his mother. I'm talking about his nature now, not anything he's done. But you can't blame a child for what God gave him to be.
Listen to me with care, Mrs. Muller. I'm only interested in actions. It's hopeless to discuss a boy's possible inclination. I'm finding it difficult enough to address a man's needs. This isn't about what the boy may be. It's about what the man is. It's about the man.
But there's the boy's nature.
Let's leave that out of it.
Forget it then. You're the one forcing people to say things out loud. Things are in the air and you leave them alone if you can. That's what I know. My boy came to this school because they were going to kill him in a public school. So we were lucky enough to get him in here for his last year. Good. His father doesn't like him. He comes here, the kids don't like him. One man is good to him. This priest puts out a hand to the boy. Does the man have his reasons? Yes. Everybody has their reasons. You have your reasons. But do I ask the man why he's good to my son? No, I don't care why. My son needs some man to care about him and to see him through to where he wants to go.
This will not do.
Are you planning on hurting my son for your
I
benefit?
will throw your son out of this school.
But why would you do that if nothing started with him?
Because I will stop this whatever way I must. I don't want to hurt your son.
Please, don't hurt my son.
I'll leave your son out of it. I'll try.
My husband would kill this child over a thing like this. What do you want from me?
Nothing, as it turns out. I thought you might do something that would help me. But it seems that you don't.
I don't know, sister. You might think you're doing good, but the world's a hard place. I don't think you and me is on the same side. I will be standing with my son and those that are good to my son. It'd be nice to see you there. Nice talking with you, sister. Good morning.
May I come in?
It would require a third party.
Right. What was Dr. Muller doing here?
We were having a chat.
About what?
A third party.
No third party, sister. You and I are due for a talk. You have to stop this campaign against me.
You can stop it at any time.
How?
Confess and resign.
You are trying to destroy my reputation, but the end result of all this is going to be your removal, not mine.
What are you doing in this
I am trying to do good.
Or even more to the point, what are you doing in the
You
priesthood?
are single-handedly holding this school and this parish back.
From what?
Progressive education and a welcoming church.
You can't distract me, Father Flynn. This isn't about my behavior. It's about yours.
It's like you and your unfounded suspicions.
That's right. I have suspicions.
You know what I haven't understood from any of this? Why do you suspect me? What have I done?
You gave that boy wine to drink, and you let him take the blame.
That is completely untrue. Will you speak to Mr. McGinn?
All McGinn knows is that the boy drank wine. He doesn't know how he came.
And did his mother have anything to add to that?
No.
So that's it. There's nothing there.
I'm not satisfied.
Well, if you're not satisfied, talk to the boy then.
No, he would lie. He would protect you.
Why would he do that?
Because you have seduced him.
You are insane. You've got this idea in your head that I've corrupted this boy after giving him wine, and nothing next thing will change that.
That's right.
But correct me if I'm wrong. This has nothing to do with the wine. No, not really. You have had a fundamental mistrust of me since before this incident. And it was you that warned Sister James to be on the lookout, wasn't it?
That's true.
So you admit it!
Certainly.
Why?
I know people.
That's not good enough!
It won't have to be.
How's that?
You will tell me what you have
Oh,
done.
I will.
Yes.
I'm not one of your shrewd boys, sister. Sister James is convinced that I'm innocent.
So you talked to Sister James? Well, of course you talked to Sister
Did
James.
you know that Donald Muller's father beats him?
Yes.
And might not that account for some of the odd behavior that Sister James noticed in the boy?
It might.
Then what is it? Then what? What have you heard? What have you seen that's been convinced you so thoroughly?
What does it matter?
I want to know!
On the first day of the school year, I saw you touch William London's wrist, and I saw him pull away.
That's all.
That's all.
That is nothing.
What are you writing down?
You